Hello, my name is yusef, and welcome to part 26 of the American show. Now let's begin. So he was laying down on the guest beach house. Well, bedroom actually. Remember, they had two rooms, one for Patrick and one for Ricky. Ricky Mac, of course. He was laying down, of course, on the bed, and he was when he was laying down, just chilling, about to go back to sleep, when a phone call from his phone, because he was allowed to have his phone there. Everybody was, and so he picked up his cell phone, and it was his daughter, just saying hi, just you know, catching up, just checking up on him and her uncle, of course. And he was like, "Hey, how are you?" She says, and he says, "Well," then he says, "How are you doing?" And then she says, "I'm fine, Dad." And then he says, "Look, wait, are you taking care of yourself?" And then she says, "Yeah, as much as I can without you, of course." Which is alright, by the way. Don't worry about me. And then he says, "I'm never going to be worried about you. I know you can take care of yourself. It's not a big deal." And he says, "So I've been thinking about your mom lately." And she says, "Oh, have you?" And he says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jackie Gold is great. Is a great girlfriend, but I, you know what? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that right now with you because you don't need to know about that. You don't need to know about my dating life. So I'm just gonna talk about your mom. Is that okay with you?" She says, "Yeah, it's fine. It's no big deal." And so he does. He starts talking about the memories that he had with his wife, or or yeah, his wife. And he says, "I remember when I first met her. We were both acquaintances. We were friends. My friend and my brother's friend was at school, and I was like I was like, we were tight. We were friends. And one day, I was I was sitting and we were sitting in the cafeteria, right? And we were, you know, hanging out and we were, talking about the day, school day, of course, as you did when you're a student. Anyway, we were having a good time with each other, you see. And I was like, yeah, this is great. This is a good day. This is a good day. We're almost at the last day of school. Everything's going perfect now. And then this beautiful woman, or girl rather, comes walking in with her friends to the cafeteria. And I was like, "Who is that?" And of course your uncle was looking at her friend, and I was looking at your mom, of course. And it was like, "Oh my gosh." And I just laughed. I was like, I was like, "I'm going to ask her out," and I said to them, I'm going to ask her out, and you are going to either stand there or ask them out yourselves. So I don't know about you, but I'm doing my thing, and you can either follow me or not. And so I left the table and I talked to her. To make a long story short, I talked to her. We hit it off very quickly, as you would know, and we still did, actually. You know that better than anybody. She says it, it actually embarrassed me that I was so embarrassed when you do that with her, when you like have stuff in common. But I also thought it was really beautiful how you would. But I ain't gonna lie, it was a little bit embarrassing. She says, and he says, "Oh, stop it! It wasn't that embarrassing." And they laughed. Anyway, he was like, okay, so after a couple of lunch dates, we, we, we were like hanging out with each other over time. Eventually, we would hang out together alone. And then we were like, you know, having lunch dates alone with each other. And it was all pretty awesome. And then fast forward to our dating. And then the next thing that we knew, we were dating. So, yeah. And so we were dating like that. Well, it happened over time, of course. And she says, yeah, I forgot. Yes, it's a whole thing. Anyway, um, so we were, dating for a little while. And then we broke up for some apparent reason. Then eventually, I don't remember what. And then she says, "What happened?" And then he says, "I have no idea. I don't remember." And she doesn't. And she didn't either. And eventually, we did get back together, and we have been dating ever since, up to that point. And then we graduated high school together, and we went to college, and then it was about the time that we had you. And I wouldn't trade that for the world, darling. She says, and then she says, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, it's true. He says, and then it says, "Well, I gotta go back to bed now." He says, "You should too." And then they said goodnight to each other. He went to sleep. When all of a sudden he heard his brother being attacked by someone. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, ring that bell notification to get notified, and leave a comment down below too, seeing how I am or what the video is about. Or do you have questions about the video? Leave a comment about this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.